everyone, and welcome to our new EarnBIT AMA. Today, I'm going to summarize the progress we made in July. I'm going to tell you where we are on the roadmap, what is coming soon, and answer other questions we got on social media. So let's get started. Here's the first question, which is quite common. When can we see new tokens on EarnBIT? 25 is not so cool. We have been receiving many questions about tokens on our exchange. I'm glad to say that EarnBIT is expanding its range of available assets. This month, for example, we have listed two new cryptocurrencies, which is Gala and Lido DAO. This is only the beginning. In the coming weeks, you are sure to find more options on our exchange. Speaking of listing, I would like to stress once again, our choices are far from random. Any cryptocurrency we list goes through multi-stage checks and audits to make sure it complies with regulations and other criteria. For example, it is not difficult to see why Gala makes the cut. It is the native crypto of Gala Games, one of the biggest gaming platforms running on the blockchain. Over 1.3 million users play to earn crypto and NFTs on Gala, and it's also a strategic partner of FLOKI. So I can confirm that we're taking user feedback into account, but our team is also very careful about choosing the candidates. While I cannot disclose our plans, you can expect much more in the future. Next, here are two more questions on listing that we can combine. Why did you like FLOKI and not SHIB? Will you list more stablecoins? As for SHIB, I cannot disclose the exact reasons, but approval is a complex process. Tokens are accepted or not based on the technology behind them, the team, the white paper, and many other factors. Liquidity also comes into play on the technical side of things. As for stablecoins, it is of course likely as our list of assets grows, you may see more tokens linked to the US dollar or other real-world assets. Follow us on social media to stay updated on that. The next question, what about Fiat Gateway? Are you going to integrate any global payment systems? Yes, naturally Fiat Gateway are absolutely vital for our exchange, like any centralized platform. Generally, it is a big advantage of CeFi or DeFi. This year, we are going to connect to two systems, SWIFT and SEPA. This means users will be able to transfer funds and from our platform easily, whether they use our website or application. Alright, next question. Any updates on EBT? Thank you for the question. So if you have seen our roadmap article, you know that the private sale is starting this quarter. After that, we're going to launch the discount system for token holders. So those who hold EBT tokens will be able to get discounts on fees, including crypto swaps, spot tradings, our launch pads, and launch pool. By the end of the year, we may also launch our Earn and EBT program. In simple words, it will let users earn passively by keeping their tokens on EarnBIT. So all they need to do is lock EBT in their accounts. What's more, by the end of the year, we are likely to launch conversion of small balances. Those will also be turned into EBT. This is another useful change as crypto dust is not easy to move anywhere. When you have a tiny amount of crypto sitting in your accounts, moving it may cost more than the amount. Turning it into EBT is an ideal solution. This way, you can unlock different benefits putting every small bit of your crypto to good use. Okay, here comes the next question. How can I invest in the private sale? The process is pretty simple. The best way is just to contact someone from our team, or you can send a letter to support@earnbit.com, and my colleagues will help you to find out the best way how you could make the investment. So here comes the next question. Can you elaborate on the discounts you will provide? Okay, I guess you're talking about our trading discounts. Next year, after our EBIT goes live, we will let traders lower the cost in different ways. The first option is their 30-day trading volume. So the more crypto you buy and sell, the lower the fees. The second option is their amount of EBIT. These measures should encourage deposits. The more EBIT you hold on the platform, the cheaper it is to trade. Next question. How likely are you to follow the roadmap without delays? Thank you for the question. Our team is doing its best, and so far, so good. Everything is on track. Yet, any roadmap is subject to change, so it is not set in stone. What truly matters is quality, not speed or the number of features added. It is highly likely we will meet our objectives for this year, but I'm not giving any guarantees. So next question. Your site has no streaming page, but it is what you advertise. It is true, and there is a reason. The streaming service is still in development, so you will see the page when it is ready. As for progress with influencers and participants lists, we are actively negotiating with crypto bloggers. The results will be announced in due time. We are also actively communicating with crypto funds and investors for our ongoing funding round. Here comes next question. What can you say about your competitors? I've seen live streams on different platforms before. How will EarnBIT Streaming compare? Of course, we are not the first crypto business to explore the opportunities of integrating live streams. Probably one of the most well-known projects is Binance Live, and there is also a live streaming service for traders on Gate.io. However, if you focus on the details, you will see that what we offer is quite different. Neither of those platforms integrate streams directly into the trading interface. In our ecosystem, those two elements will work together at the same time. So another problem is the entire barrier. For example, it is challenging for some influencers to join Binance Live because of the requirements. For example, they must go live for at least 15 days or 30 hours a month. There are also requirements that concern social media presence, the number of viewers, traffics, and so on. Our upcoming product is different in many respects. First, it is friendly to aspiring content creators. Those are users who are only starting to produce streams. We also have performance metrics, so viewers will see all the necessary information about the success rate of every speaker. They will make informed decisions about who to follow, and talented newcomers will have a chance to build and grow their audience and credibility. Okay, so here comes the next question. How did you come up with the idea of streaming? Actually, it's Pretty simple story, I guess. Most of us have faced such situation when your parent comes to you and asks something about crypto, about payments, and the same happened to me actually. My dad, he was actually surfing and looking for some possibilities. Let's call it like investment possibilities, and he created an account on Binance, but it was such a challenge due to huge list of functions, and he asked me about streamers, bloggers, whom he could watch to and follow. So let's say, like, let's call it, repeat some movements to make successful deals with crypto. And that's how we came up with such idea to launch streaming service on the same page with trading tools. So user will have possibility to watch the stream and make same trades at the same time on the same screen. Then, of course, there is the research. We have published several articles describing that side of things. First, we realized the growth potential of crypto trading. Secondly, we spotted the problem of the entire barrier, which I mentioned before. It is quite high for streaming and trading alike. Then there is educational research. The point here is live streams are the most efficient way to educate traders. This is not just our speculation. This conclusion is based on actual studies. For example, if you take a blog or crypto academy articles or even videos, you will see that there is no live interaction. As a result, the engagement is lower and the content does not resonate with the audience as well. When an expert broadcasts in real time and users can react, reach out and ask questions, the atmosphere is very conducive to learning. Besides, in the context of EarnBIT, learning is also practical because you trade on the same page. We just maximize the practical aspects of learning. It is a well-known fact that interactive content is more exciting to users across industries. That's what marketers know and leverage. And it also works for learning. Live streams became more widespread during the lockdowns, but they're still popular and this market is growing fast. Up next, we have a few questions about the services that may appear on EarnBIT in the future. So, are you planning to add derivatives? What about perpetual trading? So, if you're already familiar with our roadmap, you must have seen that derivatives are included. This upgrade is going to be implemented in 2024 if all goes well. We're going to add new features and supporting functionality. So yes, EarnBIT users will be able to achieve more with their funds and maximize trading results. Alright, so next question. Your website mentions an earn system with staking. Will you accept fixed and flex deposits? Well, to be fair, some of the things you see on the website are about our long-term vision. And yes, the earn system is also on our roadmap. Our plan is to launch it next year after streaming. At this moment, I cannot delve into the specifics, but we'll be looking at the market situation and demand for flexible and fixed products. As you may know, companies with crypto deposit programs are now facing regulatory challenges in some countries, so the details may change. Moving on, you have also asked me to comment on some of the biggest events of the month. So, what do you think of Twitter X? Yes, it is a hot topic as the logo change confused and upset many. So, first, the team only changed the logo, but you can still see the word Twitter all across the platform. This would have been a huge design failure as disaster for any smaller company. Yet in Elon Musk's world, things do not have to meet accepted standards. He asked his followers for the logo design over the weekend, and on Monday, the bluebird disappeared. Did it look rushed? Definitely yes. I cannot speculate about the motives for this rebranding. But let's look beyond the design side of things. Elon Musk has a vision that is larger than life. He's building not just a social network, but an everything app, a system that will also include financial services. Moreover, it can become hub of the world's financial system, in his own words. Crypto will definitely have a role to play here, knowing his interest in Dogecoin. Analysts also expect Bitcoin, Ethereum, other major cryptos, and of course stables. So not much is known in terms of specifics, but the scale is massive. It is probably bigger than anything Musk built up to this point. So I'm quite hopeful that whatever happens is for the best. At the same time, of course, I do feel nostalgic about the bluebirds. Changes are not always pleasant, but change is the only constant in life. It sometimes happens that things we don't want to accept later turns out to be positive. I can overlook the design failures for now, even though they're strange given the scale. Are there any crypto CEOs you admire? Somebody you want to be like? I see. It is an interesting question, and I cannot say I have a role model. Crypto CEOs have quite different styles if you compare, for instance, CZ, Jesse Powell, and Brian Armstrong. What I like about this industry is that the people at the top of the corporate systems actively communicate with the media, so there's transparency there. Publicity is not good or bad, it's just a tool. Everyone has their own objectives. We all remember what happened with FTX. The same tool can work for the greater good. It helps us spread the message of education. At EarnBIT, we focus on transparency, on educating users and explaining difficult things in simple words. Every top executive can provide some insights and lessons. In my work, I cannot say I'm trying to be like somebody else. I have my style that dates back to my work as a business development manager. I do things the way I think they must be done. I'm not trying to mimic anybody, but I'm always open to communication because we're a company with a mission. Okay, so here comes the next question. Your team photographs are always quite casual and lighthearted. It is how you work every day? Wow, great question. It is nice to know about the impression we make. So in reality, yes, I would say we have quite a casual way of communication since teamwork in the crypto industry is actually quite informal. So if you compare us to some huge company where everybody wears suits and writes formal emails, then yes, we are very different. It actually doesn't matter how formal people are as long as they are efficient. The crypto industry is quite creative, and to build the creative energy, we have to remove some barriers. Next question, how do you feel about the crypto market today? When is the next bull run? So that is a very tricky question. Nobody knows for sure, so any predictions may easily backfire. Let's think about the trends we have seen in recent weeks and months. Very positive events. It started from multiple filling for Bitcoin ETFs. Then Ripple Labs secured a court victory over the Securities and Exchange Commission. That case had dragged on for years. Now, XRP can be traded on crypto exchanges without restrictions, as it is not a security. Its price jumped, pushing the rest of the altcoins up. However, you may have noticed Bitcoin often correlates with macro factors. So, for example, when the Federal Reserve raises its interest rates, the crypto markets reacts. When an inflation report shows that inflation is cooling, the market reacts. There is also the factor of regulation, like the lawsuits against Binance and Coinbase. So what I mean is that there are many factors beyond the industry and many unknowns. Of course, we would all love the bull run to happen tomorrow, but there are just too many elements in that equation. The next Bitcoin halving is next step, April. So the Bitcoin price rose before each halving, except 2020. But will the same happen this time? Nobody knows. Next question, tell us about your partnerships. Sure, we're negotiating with different crypto businesses. Speaking of the near future, I'm happy to tell you that we are planning to launch our own podcasts and interviews. There we will talk about the latest market trends and crypto technologies with experts and leaders. Now I can already confirm our first interview with Guillermo Contreras, the CEO of Dito Banks, the first fintech in El Salvador that is focused on Bitcoin. In 2021, this country became the first state to make Bitcoin legal tender. This means Salvadorians can pay for goods and services in Bitcoins like they do with dollars. No other country has done it, so it is very interesting to get that insider view. We're going to talk about the latest market trends in El Salvador and globally, and talk about bits of EarnBIT as well. We believe that this is new format is truly valuable. It is a source of insights and a way for us to exchange our experience with others and learn from successful crypto businesses. So you can expect to see this new series of posts across social media. This new idea also perfectly fits into our educational vision. We have stressed many times that EarnBIT is not just a trading platform, but also a platform for supercharged education. So we're going to launch those interviews even before streaming goes live. At least that's the plan. Okay, as I can see, there is the final question. Can I meet you in real life? As I said before, here at EarnBIT Exchange, we really welcome transparency, so we are glad to meet with our users and partners in real life. It is a big world and crypto networking events are held in very different countries, so there are plenty of opportunities ahead. In the near future, we may visit an international crypto event in Turkey, although we are not yet sure about the specifics and I cannot confirm it yet. So that's all for our July's results.
Thank you very much for watching and sending your questions. As you may guess, the next AMA will be released in the first days of September. Stay tuned, follow us on social media, and spread the word about all things EarnBIT.